What's up, family? Welcome back to the Stop Sinking Show, where we go from struggle to flow. In the past month, I not only encountered some tragedy, but also came across the most liberating realizations of what my entire life purpose is meant to be. I'm extremely excited to share this, obviously, of what I will be working on and what next chapter of this podcast is about to be, and what I think I've been building here this entire time that I didn't even know. But without me having to go into specifics of that yet, I wanted to point out how I got to it in hopes that someone else can also find their life purpose and figure out where that life purpose is. And I've been waiting my entire life to be able to say, this is what I'm meant to do. And it's such a freeing feeling. It has liberated me and has allowed me to consider opening doors I thought I had already shut and wouldn't consider again. It's interesting how a slight shift in how you perceive something can change everything for you without those things actually changing themselves. Just your perspective changed. And now what never made sense before makes sense all of a sudden. I'm not going to talk at length and keep this a secret. I'll tell you right now, you're not going to like it because it's probably not going to give you any more clarity than you currently have, at least not specifically. But it will, at the least, tell you that you are looking in the wrong place. Here it is. Your life's purpose. It's something you have been dancing around your entire life. It isn't out there, waiting to be found. It's already in you, already something you carry, already something you are. It's already something you know, something you have already discovered, something you have overlooked, something you probably started on the path of before and abandoned, something you are so close to, something right under your nose, something that you discounted and didn't think was serious enough or substantial enough because it comes so naturally to you. You don't see the special in it. But I want you to know that thing that you're ignoring, that you think is small, that you think is ordinary, that's the most special thing about you. It's the biggest thing for you to stand on. I obviously can't tell you your exact life's purpose. And I personally hate it when people promise that they have figured out how to discover your purpose, but they only lead you right back to self-inquiry and tell you to ask yourself questions and ask you to look at yourself. I hate this too. But even in your desperation to want to find it, you can understand that someone else can't look at you and tell you what you are supposed to be. You don't even fully see yourself. And the things that you do see, you ignore. Is it any surprise that you don't know what to do with your life? There's a life you keep looking for out there, and the life you actually have in here, you don't pay enough attention and respect to. Everything you want is already nestled into everything you have. You just don't see it yet. But you will, because at least I'm trying to tell you where to look. Inwards. In your habits. In your character. In your interests. In what work you have already done. In what you have already built up. In any of these, there is a trace. A breadcrumb trail. Follow it. And it will lead you to the rest of your life. You are already dancing with destiny, and it's dancing back. It's following your lead. And it's not stepping on your toes. It's doing the do-si-do, the slow dance, the rump shaking, right to your beat, right to your rhythm. It moves. But the problem is, you keep looking over its shoulder at the next lady, the next shiny red dress. And your destiny feels it. It can sense your distracted gaze, your inconsistency, the falsehoods, and it retreats too. It accepts your offbeat mannerisms and disappears into the noisy crowd, letting you free to frolic. But it knows that it is your destiny. And no matter how much time you waste out there, you will either have to come back to it or you will search forever, trying to find what you left behind. I love you, family. Stay true always. I see you on the next show.